Ladies and gentlemen, we've got Bananas in chat from Ollie95XZ, Maserati, Epic MC Forever, Spangleboo, Lobozo, Supragoose, Squawky, Brantafors, GD Pocket, and Invictus 90. Thank you for the bananas in chat. Appreciate it. Appreciate it ever so much. Bam, another noise in my ear. We just had a couple of them. Good Times with Drax subscribed. Annoying Sidekick resubscribed for 6 months in a row, half a year. Thank you ever so much. And Invictus 90 resubscribed for 15 months in a year, saying finally could tune in again. And then pre-stream music is Linkin Park, R.I.P. Chester. Yep, pre-stream music today was Linkin Park. In the end, if you haven't heard the sad news, Chester has unfortunately taken his own life, and it's very tragic. I really don't know what to say. I've been pretty choked up all day about it. I think the best thing to do is maybe to talk about something a little bit fonder than his passing away, which would be the music of Linkin Park, which was my generation's music. Hybrid Theory was an absolute massive album when I was in school, and over the years it's been nothing but great to go back and listen to. Really fond memories of that band. I've seen them live, been fortunate to see them live, and yeah, I don't want to make this stream about that though. You know, I know you guys come here for a good time. We like to play Minecraft and forget about all that kind of stuff, but I felt like saying something because I put the song on, and it really hit me when the song was on then. Like, I've been hearing that song all day in my head. I heard the news last night, and I felt a kind of a sadness, but it didn't really like hit me until just now. Probably not the best of ideas to put that on right before I'm supposed to stream. Yeah, but I've never let go of my love for that band and their first couple of records. Meteoria though, I never really listened to it at the time. I don't know how on earth I didn't listen to it or get into it at the time. It just makes no sense in my head. I think at that point I was really into extreme metal, so it was kind of like, Linkin Park, no, it's too light now. Yeah, that obnoxious attitude. There's something we need to do. And I need to get my head in the mode. We need a shulker box. We've got that. We need a shovel. We need to head down here, go to the sand biome and all of that. But if you guys want to talk about it, if you've got anything to say, you can always put a message in chat, and maybe I'll pick a couple out. Miss Cherie says, yeah, those news were really sad. Linkin Park were one of my favourite bands as a teenager. They opened the way from normal rock to metal to me. They did that for a lot of people. They did, yeah, a fantastic band. Mantradril says, I think I might be the oldest person here. You might be. If you feel like you want to tell people how old you are, there might be someone else who's older if people want to talk about their age. Wizzo says, my jaw dropped when I read the news. Yeah, it was pretty... I mean, it's always unexpected though. It's always unexpected, but yeah, pretty awful. How long is your beard, X? Says Rec Defiled. It's very long underneath. So you got your chin, then you got that bit of like... that bit of skin before it curls round to your... I'm going to the wrong place. I'm not calling that a derp because I feel like my head's in a totally different space today. Well, we'll try again. We'll try and go to the correct place. In fairness, I went through the portal I was thinking of in my mind. It was just the wrong portal. Everyone's putting their ages in chat, so there you go. You can have a little look and think about that. Oh. Now why would... Oh, that actually makes complete sense why they're there. Huh. Me and Iskal killed... yeah, we killed the dragon earlier, and we both, when we were done, we just hopped straight in the portal. And it died away from them. That actually makes a lot of sense why those items are there now. Okay, well, didn't expect to be having that at the beginning of this stream. I'll put them in one of these shulker boxes I got. Let's go through back to the Nether. I was going to say something then, and it passed my mind a little bit. I've got a feeling we're going to talk about this a bit in this stream. It's just... If I hadn't put on that song, I could have pushed it out of my mind, but now it's all very vivid. Rocky Avalon is here for donation, saying, thanks for playing that at the start of the stream. Linkin Park was a huge part of my childhood, one of the reasons I got into music. One of the few celebrity deaths that has really hit me over the years. Anyway, here's to a great stream. I'll tell you guys a story. Thank you, by the way, Rocky, for the donation. And yeah, Linkin Park did that for a lot of people. And thank goodness for a band like them. I like them as they are. In the community of the outside world of metal and hard rock, or whatever you want to call it, there can be a lot of like shunning of bands that are, let's say, lighter or more accessible. I like those bands mostly. I think it's good to have bands that can bring people into this sphere of music. But Linkin Park weren't just a band to do that, they were also a great band. The celebrity death that really hit me hard in a really bad way, I think, was Michael Jackson's death in 2009. I wasn't doing anything particularly important, but when I caught wind of what was who had died and what was happening, it was like time just slowed down, and I was kind of mortified. I was like, what? No, this can't be like real, this can't be true. I was going to go see him in London not so long after that, and I found it really, really difficult to not get choked up about it, and I spent a lot of time just watching my old like Michael Jackson VHSs, listening to the records over and over again. That one hurt me like really, like that hit like really hard, and it was kind of difficult. But it taught me some lessons. I think you gotta be very careful with nostalgia sometimes. Going like after he died, because you know Michael Jackson was like a huge part of my childhood, like seeing all his music videos and loving the music. I've always loved it, never grew out of it. I'm struggling to think. All I got to do is mine sand, so let's find some sand and mine it. Yeah, so it was a very like nostalgic sort of process of like watching all these videos, interviews of him on YouTube, and I think nostalgia can be a little bit dangerous sometimes. It just felt like it got completely sucked into this idea of like yesterday was better, and it got me on this path of thinking about how things always change and how you should embrace change and move forward with it. And so Chester's passing, I think, is very sad, obviously, but you know, that's life. People pass away. I think the real sad thing is that he took his own life. That's what makes it feel different. Sad stop story X activated, says Talahath. I don't mean to be a sob story, sorry. I've said it a couple of times, I'll say it again. I put on that song, you know, I had to really, it's been in my head all day, but I hadn't actually listened to it, and just listening to it just completely choked me up then. So I'm feeling not quite my usual self, hopefully that's okay for you guys. Let's read some noises in here. Dysfunction Artist has subscribed. I like the name, thank you for subscribing. The Last Psycho has subscribed. Let's hope you're the last Psycho. don't need any more of those. No, I appreciate it. Thank you for subscribing with Amazon Prime. We have Mataguy here, resubscribed performance in a row, saying, thought this was a joke. I heard it recently as a good one. Why was 6 scared of 7? Because 7 ate 9. But why did 7 eat 9? Because you're supposed to eat 3 squared meals a day. I've never heard the second bit of that joke. I've heard the first one. That is probably one of the oldest jokes. I remember being told that as a kid. It's one of the oldest jokes I think I'll ever remember. Why did 7 8? Why did 7 8 9? No, oh, I've forgotten. What you even just said it to me and I've forgotten it. But thank you for your support, man. Yeah, one of the oldest jokes I can ever remember. We're can anyone sleep? Because yeah, this isn't my peaceful island. This isn't the Nether either. Like it could be dangerous out here, and we need some sand to make glass. Going to work on the Nether hub a little bit. Let's grab all of this. Grab some of that. Thank you very much, Scar. Thank you very much, Scar. I actually made a present for Scar, which we'll see in my next episode. But I didn't tell him who it's from. Maybe he'll find out. Maybe he won't. We'll see what happens. Make sure you watch his next video, though. The one that comes out after he's done recording today. No, you blew up, you stinky creeper. Jeez. We've got a donation here, noise in the air from Tree, saying the news hit a new generation of people who were too young for Michael Jackson like me. That's a very good point. Yeah, he would have been a big figure for a younger generation. You know, if you are too young to have remembered Michael Jackson, so to speak. Don't be afraid to go check out his music as well. MJ was, I think a lot of people say it, MJ was probably one of the most famous people that will ever live. Yeah, maybe I don't know. That's an interesting thing to say because it instantly makes me think of names like Napoleon and Caesar, and like from these ancient civilizations that will probably always be talked about. Very much the biggest name of pop culture, that's to be for sure. But Tree, thank you for your donation, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it ever so much. GD Bats says MJ was hugely talented, even if he did have more than a few issues. Oh, he had some issues, but I hated how his issues were turned into a spectacle, you know. And a lot of stuff that he said over years, like with his skin pigmentation, because what they did is they did an autopsy on his body and they made the information about it public. There was like documentaries made about it. He wasn't lying, he was true all along. He had a skin pigmentation disorder. He also was bald, and he managed to keep that one out of everyone's eyes and ears, I guess. Kept it out of the press for many years. I just think it's like, you know, I just like the music and the message of his music, and all of the constant speculation about him was just a bit of a bummer, really. Could you play some MJ in the background, says Robot Turtles. I'm going to be playing the music that's currently playing. I only play music from my archive of musicians who I have their permission to use. This doesn't just go on Twitch, it goes onto YouTube as well. So I keep it all copyright friendly, and I'm allowed to use this music. So that's why you'll hear a lot of the same artists over and over again. Jotan, Lord Leviticus, Orang, Izuku, Crinkles, and a few others on occasion as well. They're the music that I use in my videos on YouTube and on my streams as well. Right, we got a resubscribe from Foxy Face Rocks saying, corny joke of the day, why does Snoop Dogg use an umbrella? For drizzle! Oh, I love that one. Hope it cheers you up a bit. That did. I knew it would be a good joke as soon as I heard Snoop was involved. For drizzle. Oh, that's great. I love that one a lot. That's great. Thank you. Appreciate it. And thank you for your subscription as well. Rocky Avalon is here with another donation saying, oh, let's go put some things in here and do that. Saying, MJ was the other big one for me, and I don't think it's ever going to go away, since one of the reasons it stuck with me is how society treated his death. I was around 14 when he died, so I think it hit me harder every time I hear and heard about it. Yeah, the way the society treated his death, I think you're talking about the, I'm assuming the, let's say the outpouring of what would you call it really? It's sort of like universal sort of mourning and celebrating. I'm not sure if you've got a different point to make there, Rocky, but what I'm thinking is how different was that person treated upon death compared to how he was treated in life. And that also got me thinking. You see, I reviewed Linkin Park's album a while ago, and I'll stand by what I said in terms of how I was thinking when I wrote it. Like, I'm not in any way trying to be disingenuous with what I write about music. I'm trying to sort of capture my own experience. I find that process of writing about music really therapeutic. And so when it came to Linkin Park's album, I felt like I need to reflect on what I wrote, because where their music had gone very, very yesterday's, you know, sugar-coated pop sound, the lyrics and stuff in contrast were kind of about pain and agony. And I find when you sing about those things in the context of, like, you know, bubblegum pop kind of stuff, you know, really, really kind of like smooth, bright music, it something about it always turns me off, and it feels like it's a glorification of those feelings. Whereas I like music like extreme music that takes negative things in the world and makes them sound ugly within the music. Feels like you show it for what it is that way. So that record turned me off a lot. Wasn't keen on it in the slightest. Probably never will be. But then like, you know, all of a sudden it's like, hang on a sec, all the things he was singing about in the record, my experience of it was this didn't feel genuine, and what more could be genuine than what's happened? And yeah, it's got me, I don't know what to make of that. It's just crossed my mind, you know, that like, hang on a sec, one of the things that I didn't like about this record that they just made has kind of like come to fruition, so to speak, like, you know. That's that. Anyway, I've got no further than that with my thinking, you know. I'll take my time to keep thinking about it and see what that means. I think maybe, if anything at the moment, it means that you should give something a bit more credit, maybe. Like, don't, just because you don't like it, don't think that it isn't actually disingenuous. But the greatest Josh says, everyone type Michael Jackson song lyrics. One of my favourite Michael Jackson song lyrics is, if you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make a change. I love that. Love that line. Very, very simple, clear, obvious message, and yet so powerful. Right, the noises are rolling in. I want to read chat. I'm rambling like mad because there's been a lot on my mind. I think we've got enough of this sound stuff for now. We should probably head back, and I'll read some more noises in my ear on the way. First Lady 01 has resubscribed for 11 months in a row, saying almost a year, loving the bass this season and all the collabs, can't wait for the next episode. Next episode will have a collab and not a lot of bass, but some other stuff that's really cool. So thank you for subscribing, and one more month and a goldie face. That's all I'll say. Thank you for the support. We have a donation here from Pominvilli fans saying, how did Chris Cornell's passing affect you? He was such a great musician, and it's sad to see him gone. Thank you for your donation, first of all. Appreciate that, as always. It didn't really affect me a lot because I didn't really know him, his work, his music. Soundgarden were always... It is Soundgarden, right? We're always a list on that list. They're one of those bands... Oh, they look interesting. They're part of that grunge era. One day I'll listen to them. That's what Soundgarden were to me, but I never actually got round to getting into the music. And his passing hasn't actually like motivated me. I can't remember what it was, but who is it who passed a while back? Bowie. David Bowie passed, and that motivated me to listen to his music, where I had... That was probably because he had never been on a list. Like, one day I got to listen to Bowie. It just never really crossed my mind for whatever reason. So I went and checked out some of Bowie's music and really enjoyed it. Maybe I think differently about it because they were already on my list, so to speak. Like, one day I'll hopefully get around to listening to them. But otherwise, yeah, it sort of didn't affect me much because I didn't really know much about it. Obviously, I saw the reaction from the rock community, and it's very sad and tragic. And a lot of people are speculating, possibly rightly so, that it's led to Chester's death as well, because the two of them were very close friends. In fact, I believe the song One More Light by Linkin Park is dedicated to him in some way. Next noise in my ear is from Oshkosh with a donation saying, hey X, is it hard not to be emotional when such events happen? The music these artists produce tap into our emotions, and it's easy to establish a connection to the artist through their music. Linkin Park is amazing live, and I'm glad I was able to see them live. Personally, I very much separate the music and the person, unless it's on a personal level that I connect with it. Like, I say this a bit in my blogs and possibly to you guys when we stream, that lyrics in music often go over my head a lot. I do struggle to incorporate the lyrics. I'm much more about the instrumentals, whereas someone like Henry Rollins, for example, is someone who I feel like what I like about him in the music transcends the music as well. It's like him as a person is very inspiring to me, and so I'd probably feel it in that sense. But for someone like Chester, it was really just about enjoying the music to me, so I didn't really quite feel it in that way. But yeah, it's hard not to be emotional, but I also try to keep a steady mind about these things, you know, because people get like kind of hysterical together, which is actually, you know, part of how people grieve and mourn, is they do it communally. And I feel like you can get a bit wrapped up and caught up in that. And I'm not sure if that's particularly healthy or safe. I don't know. Some people might say it is. I'm not saying it's one way or the other. It's just an observation that I made. You know, because it becomes part of the media. Lots of people start talking about it, talk about their feelings. It all becomes like a big ball of rolling emotion. And I try and keep myself a little bit grounded when these things happen. Like I said earlier, when it happened with Michael Jackson, I got totally sucked into that big like ball of mourning. All I ever did was like every day, it was just like spent the entire day reading about Jackson, watching the news. Like that's all I could do for like a month. It was kind of crazy. Music is always connecting to the musician. Why separate the music from the person while listening, says Sam Dashat. Fascinating question. I guess that's just how I feel, really. I feel more like the music is a point that you're both going to, right? Like the musician's going there, you're going there. And I'll say this because I know that like I've listened to some musicians and then gone and like heard their opinions on the world and people and gone, oh dear, like this is not what I hear in your music, right? And that's not to say that you don't have a connection. Like I feel like the music is the connection, so to speak. Jason Grace says, Asuma, in your opinion, what is the difference between depression and being sad? He committed suicide because of depression. I believe the difference is that we all live life with sad and happy moments. Like part of being happy is because you've been sad. Like you can't have just one, or you have to have. In order to feel happy, you have to be sad. You wouldn't feel sad without feeling happy. It's like if you're happy all the time, it would just be normal. So they are one end to the other. Then, in terms of how your brain is wired up, some people feel sad or depressed far more frequently than should probably be normal. And now I'm starting to talk about things I don't really know about. So, if anyone out there is listening feels that they may be regularly depressed or have a problem, as you'll hear many people say, always seek out help and advice, and don't be afraid to do that. You know, if you make that choice to seek out help, you are being a stronger person by, you know, looking for the help, looking for the space to grow and become stronger. And so I think the difference, to answer your question, is that one is clinically identifiable as a problem, like a mental problem or maybe a physiological problem, psychological problem. The other one is just part of life, that we will feel sad and happy as things happen around us. That's just inevitable. I think I'm putting junk in this chest at the moment. Not Monkman says depression is the inability to feel happy, but sadness is just the unavailability of happiness. Interesting way of putting it. Excuse me. Right, let's continue on with the noises in my ear. We got a subscription here. No, just a regular subscription. What I'm on about. Atrazone has subscribed. Thank you for subscribing. Appreciate it. Pure Impacts 27 resubscribing for 3 months in a row. Also resubscribing for free is Timor2448. And First Person Chef has resubscribed for 6 months in a row, which is half a year. Saying, hey X, first time in a while I caught a live stream. I watched them on Asuma 2. Keep up the great work. Glad to have you here live with us today, buddy. Appreciate it. And Pico Tazo 13 has subscribed with Amazon Prime. Appreciate all of the support, peeps. Thank you for all your resubscribes and subscribes. Xavier Emerald says depressed people can still feel happiness. Maybe someone who is suffering with depression is capable of having moments of happiness. Maybe some other people aren't. It's probably different from person to person. I'm no expert on any of this, you know. Yeah. So Cool Dude asks when is the next Hermitcraft UHC? No news on that at the moment. Honestly, I don't know. Also, I got a cup of tea here. We've been streaming for 25 minutes. I think it's about time we had a sip of this. China Rose. It's nice. There we go. Empass says, hello X, hello chat, welcome to the stream, buddy. I guess we need this stuff to smelt up a little bit more. Which means I basically have to hang out in this area, don't I? So let's go put our... Ooh, I got a dragon egg now. I think about it. What can I do with that? I'll probably forget about it. Lapis over there. I know these are horrible to look at, these chests. Just let's forget about it. Let's pretend it's not there. So Free Phase has resubscribed for 2 months in a row of Amazon Prime. Thank you for resubscribing. And Squiggly Lemon for 6 months in a row, which is half a year. Squiggly Lemon says cheers. Cheers to you. Thank you for your subscription. Appreciate it. Bruno says, Asuma, do you like Tyler the Creator? He released a new album today. It's great. I've heard it actually. I'll admittedly listen to the leak online. It's all right. I listened to it a couple of times. It's okay. I feel like one thing you got to do in music is listen to it over and over again. When you get more familiar with it, I find it tends to shine through a little bit more. I feel like I almost like a lot of the instrumentation, the way it's very organic and sort of going off on its own inspiration. You know, not sticking to the traditional hip hop formula, which it kind of falls into. But it doesn't particularly like. Resonate, let's say. It doesn't particularly resonate that well. Yeah, it doesn't like, you know, it doesn't give me goosebumps or anything. It's just sort of okay. I just realised we've got to do something important now. We've got to go to, got to actually create a new world. Let's go create. Delete me. Delete me. Oh, there we go. Check the hoppers, says Nuke Killers. Check the hoppers for what exactly? I put sand in the top of the hoppers, that means they'll go in, wasn't it? Dwight UV says, wait, Asuma likes hip hop. I thought he did the metal thing and shunned anyone. Oh man, don't think of me like that and shunned anyone that isn't metal. Come on, man. I'm not like that. Jeez, what have I done to give you that impression? I'm a very open-minded person and I adore lots of different types of music. I'm very aware of metal elitism as well. I'm actually really dislike, what I really dislike in the metal community is the elitism. When you listen to a record or like, oh, you know, they don't like it when someone like steps out of the comfort zone of metal, or like if you like hip hop and metal, you're not a true metalhead. All of that stuff's completely rubbish. Let's grab some obsidian. All right, so what I want to do is go into the Nether to simulate being in the Nether. And the hoppers are locked at the smelter, people are saying. Alright, we'll go check it out. We'll go check it out when we get back. We're just doing a bit of creative building first of all. Hoppers are locked. It's interesting. We'll go check it out. But yeah, it shouldn't be locked as far as I know. So, oh, do you know what I just realised? We need a big open space. I can do this. Yep, we can do that. Go over here a little bit. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay, so that's not big enough, but it's a start. Let's go up here. In fact, let's just make this selection here a little bit bigger. I watched a SZ Petty video today. Haven't seen one of his in a while. And in his tutorial, he was just using the fill commands, and I was like, that is just a really great idea. Like, I probably still wouldn't think like that, although recently I've really gotten into using these commands. They've been in the game for ages, but only lately have I actually been fully taking a bit of control and using these. I think we can go bigger still. I'm not going to go crazy here, but let's just go aim at that block. So fill. From there, let's go down to the bottom. In that way a little bit. Over that way a little bit. Sweet, sweet, as Ren would say. Ah, I'm in the lava. I didn't mean to do that. Jeez, it's leaking everywhere. Quick, let's plug it up. Okay, this is going to help us. Why do you need the area, says Rapper? I just kind of want to visualise an open space with what we're going to do. Hefinox says, have you heard of the Architects? Or maybe North Lane? They're my favourite bands. I've seen Architects live. I've never really listened to Architects a lot, but I saw them live at Brixton Academy. Was it last year or earlier this year? They were really great live. So I've actually gone down a lot further than I needed to. Well, actually, no, it kind of makes sense to go down further. So now we're going to do like this. Hello, I'm looking at you. I'm trying to type in a number. Air. Right, that was good. What we'll do now, though, is take that coordinate 70, make this one 70, and then type in lava. Alright, so you see what I've done? I've simulated our nether hub. We're going to have a drop-down view of lava at the bottom. There's a reason we're doing this. A reason, peeps. Did I wreck that portal? The portal got wrecked, peeps. The portal got absolutely wrecked. Get out of here. Get out of here, I tell you. Right, I'm going to sip some more tea. X, are you cheating against this swine killer? I'm in a different world, don't worry. Make it rain says press tab while doing fill. Thank you for answering that person's question, by the way, buddy. I always like it when I see people doing that, helping each other out. Yeah, so if I'm not explaining things, when you're looking at a block and you press F3, it tells you the coordinates. When you're typing in a command like fill and you press tab on the keyboard, it will type in those numbers for you. So enter them in, press enter, the command doesn't work, go to the other coordinates, hit the tab again, it puts them in the right place, and then you can type in the block you want to fill it in with. You can type in air if you want to remove stuff. The Doc Potter says, X, please don't use commands in tutorial. Umanga does that, it's so annoying. I guess you might think it's annoying. Depends how you perceive the game. I've noticed some people don't respond very well to structures like where you give them an instruction to do something large. They want to see it done manually, you know. I'm the sort of person where someone can go, right, you need to dig a 20 by 20 hole, and I'm like, okay, I've got it, like I'll go do it. You can jump that, you can use commands, I'm all good. But it's different for different people. Right, so here is the next step of what we're going to do. We're going to mess around with multiple colours of glass and see what kind of effect they have, right? And I've got this idea in my head. So actually we have the right numbers already. Let's just find the height we're going to work at. 89, 90. Let's go with 90. So 20 blocks above. Let's take away the lava and go stained. No! We're looking for stained. Stained glass. Bam. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Let's find the value of the next one. 8. And then I think it's 9. Oh, it's 7. 8 and 7. Except we're going to go down a few blocks. Let's go for 88. Okay, and then below that is 7. And we'll go for 86. That's interesting. So the lava isn't very vivid now. But that's just a start. That's just a start. I also think spacing this out might help a little bit. I thought Iskau is doing the Nether hub, says Stratus. He is. I'm doing my own mini hub, you know, my own personal hub is what I'm working on. So hang on, let's get the numbers first. So the other thing I might want to try is something like orange then red, or maybe orange then yellow. Orange and yellow sounds kind of great. So we want to replace number 8 with number 1. Like that. And then number 7 with number 14. Now that is pretty cool. And I love the way you see the lines. That's kind of hypnotic. Like, the orange blends in a little bit too much. Let's place the orange with that one. So it's 1 and 4. So we need to find the one with 1, replace it with 4. Ooh. That's a bit much. Okay, so let's go... So the orange probably blends in because the lava is orange more than anything. Foxy Face Rock says, this is absolutely fascinating. I never thought you could do these crazy commands. Yeah, well, they weren't in the game for the longest time. To do stuff like this, you used to have to use MC-Edit or be on a server with World Edit, which was kind of interesting. Let's place that one with 1. So now orange is on the bottom. That's got a nicer feeling of, like, it gets more elusive the further away it is. It might also benefit to change the top to this one. So we've got like a red, yellow, orange. Let's swap that, I think. Right, and then the one with 4. Do you know, I might start to get a little bit confused as I do this. I think 86 is the one below. Because I've used the numbers so many times, we can't refer to them. Yeah, so that one I got right, but I got the wrong number on the bottom. There we go. That's kind of really cool, that effect. I think I might go with that. I might space them out a little bit more as well. X, the followers just jumped from 15 to 202. Really, Wikimedia? Like, in one go? It could be that there was a bit of a bug or something. I reckon something's up with those follows, because, well, that being said, the numbers have been crazy recently. The views have been right up, like 1,300 people watching. Thank you everyone for tuning in, by the way. King Meat Freak says, why am I banned? I don't believe you're banned, mate. You're chatting, I can see you. Marcel says, use Optifine. I'm deliberately not, because we have visual bugs with using lava and glass together. Let's catch up with the noises in the ear. Let's drink some more tea. RG Day 210 has subscribed Amazon Prime. Thank you for subscribing. GB Good 91 has subscribed. Thank you again to the both of you for subscribing. Appreciate it ever so much. After Trooper is here with a donation saying, hi Asuma, you missed my subscription. I think that's the first derp of the day. Don't worry, you've missed my payments before. Lol. On a different note, you're always been in my always been my hero. Thank you for bringing happiness to my day every time I see you record. Oh, thank you for the lovely message, dude. Really do appreciate that. Let's try and find your message, because if I've missed it more than once on several occasions. Oh, this thing now chops off messages, does it? Oh, that's really bad. Okay, so my apps, I can't scroll back far enough to find out. If I've missed it, I'm very sorry. It also makes me wonder if the subscription's actually properly gone through, because I really don't think I missed one today. But yeah, thank you for your donation, appreciate it. So the app that I use that puts these messages on my screen, it now cuts off. I can't scroll down far enough to see what was said. That's really disappointing, actually. I might complain about that. I like Streamlabs, but I don't know, a lot of the stuff they try and do and change never seems to be quite what I'm after personally. So what do you guys think to that? Like, I feel like the orange gets lost between the red and the yellow, which is kind of understandable. It's sort of there. It's a nice effect. I like that you can see the lines. I'm not sure any other colour combos would really make sense here. Maybe pink, like throwing a little bit of pink in. Let's give that a try. So that's number 6. I think pink in the middle, because orange has been rather lacking. So let's try that. Oh wow, that's even more blending in, isn't it? Oh no, that we just did the bottom, so let's undo. Oh, we can't undo. So that should be, oh, what was 4? Oh, I picked out the wrong command. We want 188. There's 188. Let's change that to a 6. So that's what I was thinking of. Nah, I think we'll go back to that being a 1. Yeah, red, orange, yellow, I think it is then. If you remove the orange, the yellow would stand out too much, says Seister. Yeah, you're probably right, actually. You're probably very, very right. I think we're going to go with that. That's really cool. They're going to be spaced out a little bit further. And what I might just do is make it so you can walk down onto this floor here. They're actually... I made a big mistake here. They're actually a lot closer than I thought they were. Okay, so here's what we're going to do then. We're going to fix that. So we'll change all of this to air. One with 86, there it is. Okay, so now what we want to do is go, so I went 88, didn't I? Orange is 1. Let's change that to 86 then. That gives us 3, I think. Okay, so then 82 with a 4. 82 with a 4. Noise! Noise, as someone might say somewhere. Now that I see it, I think it probably would be better being a too high gap. Like, what I picture is a portal being stuck between here, so you go down. If I put a portal there, though, it does need to be 3 high. That's what we're going to do, peeps. That's what we're going to build. Look at that. The yellow is a lot more visible now. The reason why is because you can see it against the netherrack. We're not going to have that problem actually. We're always going to see it against lava the way we've set ours up. So let's go back on the Hermitcraft. Back on the Hermitcraft, peeps. McLurky says, "Hey X, a tutorial on these creative commands would be great unless you've already done one. In which case I'll hit my own personal derp counter." I haven't done one. If ever you wonder, oh, has X done a tutorial on that? Go look for a tutorial using the playlist or the search feature. Oh, of course it's locked. No, this makes sense now. Yeah, of course it's locked. Well, let's put that somewhere else. So it's locked because I haven't finished doing the redstone contraption, but actually it's kind of where it needs to be. So. Wow, we've been talking about a lot of stuff, and we're about to do a lot of stuff here. Let's take a trip over to our flower area to get some flowers. I was going to say something, I completely forgot. Oh, the commands. If I knew more useful commands, which I might look into, that might be a tutorial idea. Again, if you tweet it at me, I'll make a note, and then possibly in the coming weeks I'll look into that and maybe make a basic commands tutorial. Swiss Piplup says, "Hey X, I need to send a letter to my house a few days before you stream. Twitch has become incredibly unreliable." I'm sure it's feasible. Follow me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter. You can follow me on YouTube. 3 places where you will get notified when I go live. Hopefully that's helpful for you, buddy. So yeah, we need a lot of orange, a lot of yellow, and a lot of red, and we got all of it right here, which is just lovely. I just joined Super Smelter, says Crocodiers. Yeah, kind of unfinished. An unfinished Super Smelter is what we've got going on over there. Oh, just under a stack of each, eh? Make it a stack. Make it a lean stack. Discord will notify you as well, says R5 Family Craft. Yes, so if you're a patron or a Twitch sub and you're in the Discord can notify you as well. Arthur says, "Did you hear about Chester Bennington?" I have. I've talked about it a fair bit this stream already. Still feeling pretty like choked up about it all. We haven't talked about it for a little bit though. Let's go and put 3/4 in each. Let's see what that gives us. Yeah, that's kind of close, isn't it? That's kind of a close split. So lots of dyes. Now we need lots of glass, and lots of glass to be smelting. Why do you call it a super smelter when there are so few furnaces? Says Ned Bachandanezar. Well, it depends on how many furnaces you normally use. If you normally use 1, and now you got, what was it, 13? Then it's a super smelter. X, why are you playing such creepy music? Says, "Where is the bathroom?" I love this music. This music's fantastic. It reminds me of old, kind of like 80s John Carpenter flicks and stuff like that. I love this, like the soundtracks to them. I love this kind of vibe. See, this is the thing. I like aggressive, loud, angry music because I see things in the world that you should be angry about, and I find it like very therapeutic and enjoyable to embrace that disgust at particular things or whatever. And some people don't. Some people really don't get that. I think some people don't want it in art. They don't want anything like that. And I don't really understand that because I obviously like the other stuff so much. But then it extends to things like spooky music. Like spooky is a place you can go to, you know, the paranormal, ghost stories, all that kind of stuff. And it feels like this music like represents that as well. And it's just fascinating. It's indulgent, you know. It paints another world in your mind, a place where like, you know, creepy stuff happens. Listen to Drake if you want loud, angry music, says the greatest Josh. I wouldn't say Drake would be loud and angry. I was listening to him the other day actually, because my hearing about Drake is people putting him down because he's a big pop talent or whatever. Never listened to any of his songs, so I don't make an opinion about it. I make myself aware that I don't know who this person is, and just YouTube just threw up a couple of his tracks the other day, and I started listening to this, and I was like, oh, this is right up my street. I like this. They're just total like hip hop tracks. He's got my initial impression of the guy is he's got a very easy to like listen to voice and flow. Like I wouldn't say he's like technically prolific or anything. Like quite a basic but really just easily accessible flow, which is nice. Lee Davey P says, "Do you have any opinions on Periphery?" I do have opinions on Periphery. I think their latest album, the first 5 opening tracks, are the best metal songs released this year, all 5 of them. And I saw them live and it was absolutely amazing. I've seen them live like 3 or 4 times now, and when I saw them in London earlier this year, it was absolutely banging. I really enjoyed it. Minnie says, X, would you mind sharing some YouTube analytics just for the curiosity? Just ask what you want to know. If I catch your message, if it's something I want to tell you, then I'll be happy to tell you. Doesn't mean I will though, like, you know, I don't know what, I'll see what you type and yeah. X, do you dabble in old style of music like Led Zeppelin, Joe Cocker and Creedence Clearwater Revival? Not the middle, Led Zeppelin and Creedence Clearwater, I've got some records by. I think, see, I got a lot of records recommended by this top 500 albums of all time, and I think Creedence has been one of those ones that I put loads of them on my phone. Keeps popping up, and every time it comes up, I'm like, yeah, this is pretty good. I like this. Yeah, so Spangle Boo is here with a donation. A noise in the ear saying, talking about missing stuff. You missed my donation last stream. I missed most of the stream, so I guess we are even. But I don't think that's even. I think I owe you one. But at least I caught up on Asuma 2. Also, I have report that Anita520T is missing the stream and deserves punishment. Punishment? Why? You don't have to attend. This isn't mandatory viewing. Mandatory viewing minimums. That's what we need on this channel, peeps. Your mandatory viewing minimums. Oh my goodness me, that's a weird joke. That's a very weird joke that maybe some people understand, some people don't. Appreciate the donation, Spangle. I'm so sorry I missed your donation the other day. I don't know how I missed them. I know I get like caught behind, but I feel like I always catch up. I need to do a better job of it, don't I? I need to make a mental note now that no more missing messages is allowed. Right, so let's do 2 stacks of each to begin with. Nice little supply we can start with. Let's get some red up in here, and then we'll start doing these floors. So, first question is, do I want this to be level with the obsidian or not? I think I don't. I think I don't want this to be level with the obsidian, which means I'm probably also going to want the glass to go under the obsidian. That makes a lot of sense in my head now, actually, yeah. So, red is our first layer. It's our first layer. Oh. The way I say layer just doesn't sound right. Like the name. I say layer like a layer of floor. I know I get it wrong. Oh. Mandatory viewing is optional, says McKnight. I love it. That's great. X, is your Minecraft sound off? Derp. Let's have a look. It's on 3%. It's not off. I actually remembered earlier that I dropped it to 3 and never forgot to turn it back up. I hate recording a video with the sound off. I feel like I have to go record it again, which I have done in the past, you know. It's like a bit of an OCD thing, and I've learned over time, just let it go. Let it go. Ain't worth your time, you know. England is my city, says Smartin. Oh, London is my country, man. London is my country. Right. That won't die, that one. It just sticks around. It's only been a month, though, I guess. Nice Nether Hub design, says Stratus. Thank you. Thank you. It's very, very basic, like, shape-oriented, but I'm hoping that'll turn out for the good in the long run. I'm glad you like the project, though. If I had a bit more time with Minecraft at the moment, I think I'd like to elaborate on this shape a little bit, you know, just find ways, because I'm sure like there's some creative people. If I could go on a play.asumavoid.com, I reckon there'd be people on there that would find like a great way to, you know, just bring out some extra ideas and stuff into this basic shape. You know, I feel like there's room for it to be better, is what I'm saying, and I'm sort of just going for this like idea of like get to like the form, the function, and make it look cool without like overthinking it, I guess. Keep it simple. London is my island, says Booster. I was watching this Vsauce video the other day, and it's like, oh, and like this place is an island in a lake, on an island in a lake, in an island in a lake, and I was like, what? That was cool. Bugman CX has resubscribed 10 months in a row, saying heart, 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 all the hearts. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for your resubscribe. Appreciate that, really do. Annika Lusmus Brony says, Asuma, what's your plan for the walls below the red layer? Or just lava or something in front? Yeah, the walls are going to be lava, man. That's why we're putting the red glass all the way up to the edge. I think it'll look a little bit cleaner if it goes straight to the lava. So that's why we're doing it like so. Anyway, now that we got that in, I do want to get a little bit of the next one in, I guess. We should probably focus on doing like a quarter. Or possibly just however much of this I have left. So yeah, let's leave it at that shape right there, and then we'll do that on the next floor. Oh, that's going to look cool, isn't it? It's going to look very cool, man. I like where this is going. I like this going as well. The floor is lava, says Sephi. It will be. It will literally be lava, just a long way down. Danit says the sun is my planet. Asuma, the flower farm is still turned on. I don't think it is. I remember turning it off. Anyway, it's off now because the area is unloaded. We could go back and check, I guess. Stubris is here with a donation saying, Yo X, I built your AFK skeleton XP farm using wolves and it has been great for XP, bones and arrows. I'm even smelting gold armor to get nuggets. Thanks for putting that out there. No problem at all, man. Of course I make my videos with the intention of you guys having a better experience playing. That was a good one, that one. I have not... Where have I used wolves? I've used wolves for wither skeletons. I haven't really used them too much else. Yeah, do you know what? There's some... no, they're not on. There's some skeleton spawners in this area. I am starting to think maybe that would be a cool project for them. Hook them up with wolves and have an auto XP farm. It would load the iron farm as well, so it would be iron and XP. I could put a fishing farm next to it, which would be what Impulse did last season. I've already got a fishing farm somewhere else, so maybe... what else could we put with it, you know? I'll have to have a think. I think it's next to a spider spawner, so it could be string, bones, arrows, XP, and possibly something else. Any other hermit online, says Mortrod, Tango, Double O, Double O, B-double-O, Tango, and XP Crafted are all on. Swiss Piplup says, I feel like my subscription this month isn't ending. I want to progress my tenure, but time is still standing still. I don't know what you mean by that. You want to resubscribe or you want it to end? I don't know, but okay. You've made X confused. Well, GG. Is that just a regular old cave down there? Okay, and let's get this all... Where's the diagonal start? Right there. Very good. Very good stuff. Do we need a bit of netherrack? Probably. Let's keep this diagonal going. This is the easier way to do it. Like, put the glass down first. When the glass is all in place, in the right place, then we can dig it away, nice and safe. I think sounds kind of reasonable. This is how we're going to do it. We got a noise in my ear. A new subscriber here. It is Trout Grenade. Subscribing with Amazon Prime. Thank you for your subscription. Appreciate the support. I hope you enjoy today's stream and have a good time. Boo Double O says says the greatest Josh. Boo Double O. One block too high, says Brosv. Nope, it's at the right height. Let's collect all of that. Oh wow, we got some ghosty wosty blocks. Luckvan T says, Hey X, yesterday I asked if you could play some music from Meringue and now you do. P.S. Yesterday there was a guy asked if you like white or brown / black bread. I think you mean beard. But also, did you mean bread? I like whole grain bread and half sprouted bread. Just because they're the healthiest. I also find that stuff actually is really tasty. Like I used to eat white, which is heavily processed, not particularly good for you. And then yeah, started eating the other stuff because, you know, it's healthier and all that. And then actually grew to really like the taste of them. Half sprouted is really delicious. Very, very thick bread though, like, it'll fill you up. Oh, we need another one. Cuplex says 80. No, 90. The prices just went up. The prices just went up, peeps. You made a fault in the outline, says EG. I just put down my cup of tea for you. You better be right. I picked it up. I wanted a sip. Ooh. So, oh, wow. Wow, that's really bad. Yeah, we get it back because I'm using Silk Touch. Oh, that means... No, that isn't all out. But, yeah, that is. Nicely spotted, my friend. Thank you for pointing that out. Do a chin reveal, says Phantom Creep. That's kind of difficult. There's beard in the way. Beard in the way. Little bit of guitar news for you, okay? I think last time I said I got to find a mask like that works. I decided to go pick out the original mask that I brought for recording my videos in. And I don't know why, but I got it stuck in my head that I couldn't play with that mask on because it limited my visibility. So I tried again. It does not limit my visibility that much. Now why? Oh, I've gone over a little bit further. Well, that makes sense. It does not limit my visibility that much. It made me realise that I probably could have had like several videos done by now had it not been for that derp. So I put on the mask, played with it, and I was like, yeah, I can get used to this. So I'm hopefully going to record a video tomorrow or Sunday. And it's been months of talking about it, months of preparation and practice. Yeah, just because I'm like that, I guess. Right, anyway, I'm going to drink some tea. The Letters Lady says, X, I was listening to Orang before I started watching the stream. Love his music. It's got great music, right? Are your new guitars still in the pool of drool? Says Booster, yeah, my universe is in the pool of drool. My god, that guitar is amazing. The pickups on it are the Masrio Blaze pickups. And when I see all those terms, you know, all these different distortion plus and all that, I'm like, yeah, what does it mean? But these ones, it's like, you don't need to know what it means, listen to it. The way it picks up the guitar sound is beautiful. It's really good. Hey X, what kind of tea are you drinking, says Luckman Tea. It is a China Rose. Good old China Rose, right. Let's go down here. 1 and then 2, so I think there. Oh, what? That's very, very worrying when you're... Right, my screen just glitched out and I pressed spacebar and nothing happened. Very worrying when there's that over there. I sort of walked forward beyond my own control. Right, we're going to try and jump into here. That's perfect. That means it's at the right height. So we will go ahead. Jingle out some of the... Jingle it out? What was X talking about now? I don't know. I just made up a word, okay? We're going to jingle all the way, like that movie. Okay, so is that where it starts to go diagonal? No. Actually, it's kind of hard to tell. Where am I? What am I looking at? So that is... Okay, there's where it goes diagonal. Rock on X, says Linkin Dog. You rock on as well, my friend. Artifice says, hey X, this Go 85 did only one gap between the glass. Excuse me, I thought it looked really good. Did you try that? Sorry I joined in late. Also, do the something go black? Yeah, Iscal's Never Hub looks kind of bad. On video it looks bad. To me it kind of looks difficult in general because it's so dark, like you don't see any of the shape or detail. But that might be the way I have my monitor set up or something like that, you know. Anyway, these are deliberately too high because I want to walk between them. But I'm feeling this design come together really well at the moment. I'm liking where it's going. I'm liking it a lot, right. THLP says, no, I'm rock on X. I don't even know what this means now. X, where's your noob juice? Says RJ Carey. Right there, so you got my noob juice. I call it pro juice, you know. I call it smarty pants juice. It's where you think ahead and you go, I'm in the nether, it might be dangerous. Let's bring a little potion of usefulness with us. Okay. Gotta figure out where this stops. It is here, isn't it? Is that it? That's the edge? That's the edge. I wonder if I know the ledge. Right. Hey, and then we go back like that. Very cool. That's not what I was trying to do. Rightio. Hey X, have you heard the new Thong song by Cisco? What, a new Thong song? Do you just mean the Thong song? That's... Oh my god, that song was just played so much. I went and listened to that again years ago because like the hook just stays in your head. And I kind of remember it like being a bit more like interesting than it actually is. I went back and listened to it again. I was like, oh man, this song just is not like remotely interesting. Oh, so I've got to hear the answer to that. Another one. Why? Oh, I think his career never really went further than that song. Perhaps that's why. It's like a way back. An attempt to come back. I don't know. I don't really care either. Cuplex says, air quotes, new song. Yeah, well, that's what it said. That's what got me thinking. What, like, is it Thong Song 2 or something? Oh, that song really did play too much though. It's on the radio all the time. Right, okay, so we've done that. That's kind of cool. I don't think I'm going to dig away too much more of this here. Let's dig some of it out in this direction. We can kind of prep it a bit. I kind of want to get over to where the lava is now and see what's going on over there. Bam! Noisy me here from Lego Miners, who has subscribed. Lego Miners 237, thank you for subscribing. Also, Lil Davey P has subscribed to Amazon Prime. Thank you for subscribing. Appreciate the subscription. Spangleboo's here. Oh, did I read that one? No, I didn't. Spangleboo's here with a donation, saying, so it turns out Anita 520T Anita 520T can't watch the stream because she doesn't have enough data. Oh, data plan. So she will have to catch up later. I still think she deserves a little punishment. Can I punish her on her behalf? Don't you agree she should have considered conserved data? It's getting a little bit sadistic now. I'm kind of worried. Like, what is all this? Like, why do people have to be punished because they don't conserve data? I do not sanction these punishments. I do not sanction these punishments, Spangleboo. I'm sure you're going to kill her and take her head anyway. Thank you for the donation. Appreciate it. Loading, loading, loading. A super stream, says Lizzie Best. Welcome to the stream. I hope it didn't take too long loading. Are you a Fender guitar fan, says Mr. Florida. I'm an Ibanez fan. Like, I'll be the first to admit that, like, there are lots of different types of guitars, and if you're going to build a guitar collection, you should probably like get a nice variety going. Me, just Ibanez's. Like, I've got an Epiphone Explorer, actually really nice guitar, and they did it in 7-string. Oh, if I could get my hands on a 7-string Explorer, that would be wow. But yeah, admittedly, all I've got is Ibanez's, and all I want to buy is Ibanez's. I'm kind of obsessed with them. Like, oh, I just love the shape of them and all the different colours they do them in, and they're so nice to play as well. Don't get me thinking and talking about guitars again. Jeez, people will get sick of it. They'll get sick to the bone of it, I tell you. Right, I don't know what bit to do next. Since we like chalked it out like this, let's just dig around at this area. In fact, I think I might work on the tunnel again because we need to get those ice tunnels up and running. I can hear a bunch of pigs grunting. What are they unhappy about now? What have I done to deserve this grunting? Don't come and attack me. There's lava below. Lots of dangerous lava. Oh, there's a lot of you. It's a gang. We've got a gang of pigmen. Look at this. Wow. That is really quite a lot of pigmen, isn't it? I think they're conspiring. I mine the blocks and there's just more of them hanging out here. That's a lot of pigmen. That's an absurd amount of pigmen for this small. Why are they all gathered here? Jeez, I don't know what to say about this. With Ghost Blocks X, you can simply right-click on them to the adjacent blocks and they'll appear. No need to disconnect. That's true, yeah. What are you going to make the walls, says Repper? Lava. So the walls are going to be lava. That's what they're going to be. S-Shadow, I see your message in chat. Aha, we have a noise in me here. S-Shadow S-Shadow, yeah, YTB has subscribed with Amazon Prime. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate the support. When I hear the Explorer guitar, I think of classic U2. Did they play on an Explorer? I did not know that. The Explorer I know is the classic James Hetfield white Explorer. That I think he played around sort of Ride the Lightning to and Justice for All era, somewhere around there, or maybe it was even the Black Album he used it a lot on. But that's like the classic image of the Explorer guitar. I love the shape of it, it's so cool. Such a nice guitar. So anyway, let's head back up to the top. I think there's a staircase over here, or an attempt at one. Yeah, that's like an attempt at a staircase, isn't it? So that's going to be how our hub is, right? We're going to have this red, orange and yellow, and then we'll look down and see lava. It's going to be pretty cool. There's a lot of work ahead of me though. I think I'm going to need to mine some more sand to get this done. Let's dump some of this. Oh, how long have I had this full for? Let's go. Aha, look, I don't want to waste this. Want to give it to Tango. Actually, it kind of looks like that was it. Oh well. Arthur says the pigman would be X's fans just creeping up behind him. Okay, okay. Mage Magic has subscribed. Thank you for subscribing with Amazon Prime. I appreciate the support. Hope you're enjoying today's stream. Eldon S says, X just joined. What's the plan for today, man? At the moment, it's to get more sand, because I've just realised we should also throw down a project chest here. Just realised that this ain't going to be enough. Like, that's not enough glass. The stuff we got back at our base ain't going to be enough either. We've got to go ham on this one, you know. Coman says, Assumer, I see 0 on the derp counter. How can you go this long without a stream of 0 derps? It's just not a derpy day, I guess. Just a normal, non-derpy day, you know. An average day in my life. No, it's actually a pretty rare day, isn't it? The Lapsa Creeper says, hey X, what do you think of the new block textures, and are you going to use them? I will use them. What I might feel uncomfortable with is being halfway through a season and all of a sudden, hey, your base looks different now. Like, that I might not like, and I might save it for next season or something, you know, finish playing with this pack. Or maybe it would give me an excuse to go do a project somewhere else where I can be like, when we're here, we're going to have the old pack, when we're there, we're going to have the new pack kind of thing. Well, I'm looking forward to it, you know. It made me think, like, I've never been a fan of texture packs. I know you can... Ah, I did it again! Okay, that time it is a derp. Okay, that time... No excuse that time. Damn it. Just talking about how it was a derp day. Well, if ever. Well, there we go. So, what were we talking about? So yeah, like, I just think... I've never been a fan of texture packs, but if it's the official thing, if it's everyone's going to be using this now, then it don't matter, because all the builds and stuff that you see will be in the same texture pack. So I think I'm down for the change. Couplix says, yay derp. Why are you guys celebrating the derp, man? The derp slows us down. You just lost 3 minutes of quality sand mining to me going through the end portal. What are you on about celebrating a derp? Jeez, you people are mad. That's what I say, you're mad. All of you. There is always a derp per day, says Mia Mango. That's the true life lesson there. I've also only got 2 food on me. Luckily, though, I carry around my ender chest, so we can solve that problem pretty quickly. Bam! I was going to say there's another derp, but no, it's not, because I'm organised. I'm organised, you know. Got these things that go in there and give me other things. Bam! I'll take that. Thank you very much. Devi Plays says, I'll trade 3 minutes for a higher chance of there being a mumbo face in your base. Ah, well, stream derps don't count towards that, because I'm particularly derpy during a stream, you know. And I just realised something. This is actually quite unbelievable. Didn't I just like realise that I derped like when I was standing here, and then I jumped through the portal? Is that how it went down? Because in my mind, I couldn't do this. I couldn't walk away and go back through the portal. Is that like another? Is that like a multiple layered derp there? Does that make it a double derp? I think that makes us a double derp. It's gotta be. It's gotta be really, because I went through there like, oh, I've gone to the wrong portal. Could have walked back out. Could have just turned around. Didn't think of that, brain, did you? You thought, oh no, I've got to go through this portal and do it all over again. It's a double derp. It's a double derp. Jeez. You guys are so excited by derps, it's ridiculous. Chat's just blowing up for the derp right now. Derp squared. I like that one. Derp squared, jeez. It's to the next dimension of derp, you know. It was almost a deja vu, says Iniref. Well, the first time it was, because we did that at the beginning of the stream, but that time it didn't count, because I was talking about stuff and things and feeling all emotional and all that. A derp with depth, so a derp. Derp. That sounds like a strange measurement unit. I guess, well, derps need a measurement unit, don't they? Like the derp degree. To the derp degree, people. I'm getting busy to the derp degree. That sounds so bizarre. We'll take all this sand though, that's what we will do. And we'll listen to our creepy music that occasionally someone will complain about. I know this bit's going to rattle someone's feathers. derp and a half. The multi-diverse. There's a derp in that universe, isn't there? Bring a spun is woos dan bingadup, says Shadow Killer. I do not know what you are trying to tell me right now. I do not comprehend. Right, we're taking all this sand. It's all ours now. The unit of derps is an assumer, and on average stream is around 6 or 6x for short. Cheers, the Doc Potter. Oh, 6 assumers. How many X's today? Too many. When are you going to build the Donut 2.0, says Duke of Diamond. Don't you mean 3.0? I've already built the Diamond 2.0. I built that in... I think it might have been Season 3, or was it... No, I built it in Season 4. Season 4 was the Donut 2.0. Season 3 was the Donut. I think that's how it went. Yeah, because Doc came on and he called it a donut, and straight away it was just like, that's the name of the farm. I think we were literally looking for a name and he didn't realise. He just called it the donut in his video, and it just stuck. It was like, yep, calling it the donut. Look at that. Oh, challenge been complete, peeps. GG, we did an advancement, you know. Let's have a look at that, because I've done a few today. What one did we just get? So I've done mouse mode. That's the easiest one to do. It's the one you accidentally do. Pink Death. Oh, we just scrolled through them all. The Mining King. I've done the Pentaspawner. Oh, that one. Right, and then it's the Birch Fella. Fire Pot Potions and Frosty Boots. Volcanic Safety. Fascinating, fascinating. Very cool stuff, very cool stuff. Did he Josh says, is that Mumbo? Is who Mumbo? Oh, so the advancement, that's Cub Fan. Desert Destroyer, because he literally annihilated a desert and then used it to smother an ocean monument, a monument, and put it underground. Which is pretty cool. I'm a Desert Destroyer as well, now that I think about it. Who remembers Season 2? Jeez. That was a lot of Desert Destroying. And Fullcraft, of course. We've destroyed an entire biome on there as well. Greek Tatters says, what are your thoughts on the PvP community and the developers don't like the PvP community and instead make updates for the survival community in Minecraft? I think, personally, I've said it many times, I think the combat update was pretty poor. Replacing clicked-based combat with slower clicked-based combat. Like, there isn't, in a way, a lot of difference between spam clicking and timing your clicks. It's just about clicking. And, yeah, not a fan of that update. I understand that the PvP community felt quite hurt by it. I think the problem is that Minecraft's got such a huge and diverse community. You're never going to be able to satisfy everyone. And, you know, that whole update obviously rustled some feathers in one community. Some people like the update though, they think it made PvP better, but it does seem like a large portion of those PvP servers did not like it. But yeah, change happens, you know, change comes, and that's the way it is. The other problem Minecraft has is, as far as a PvP game goes, it's never really about skill or anything particularly sport-like, I guess, because it's all based on the click spam, which is never going to be that impressive. It actually, in Minecraft, the way it works is like your connection can really define how good you are if you're playing in click spam. I think that problem doesn't go away though with the timed spam. It's just the way the connection thing works. I used to play with someone called H2121, I think was his name. It's from China, and this guy would win any PvP you played with him because his Chinese connection just, you know, it was so weird that he would always just, you know, you could barely see him moving around, and yet he'd hit you like 100 times. It was just the way the connection worked, like the ping and all of that. Although unfortunately the update didn't really address that either. Didn't address it at all. Right, we have almost scavenged out this little area. full of sand. It's slow, I know, but it's the way that I play. Right, we've got to do that bit there. In fact, I want a way to hop up here. So, we've done everything on this part. It's now time to go back and head in the other direction. There's no more sand for us here. X, what is your opinion on duping, says the Doc Potter. If you play in a world by yourself and you want to dupe items, you're cool. Your world, play how you want to. It's, you know, that's what Minecraft's about, really. I do think if you want to dupe like any old item, you know, it sort of leads you on a path to playing creative. Playing on a server, it's not cool, of course, though, unless everyone agrees. If a sumo makes 10 derps in the live stream, then counts as 1 derp in the video, says Mike Flash. No, it's not going to work like that. The live stream derps are always going to be separate. That's the agreement. Also, Mumbo doesn't stream, so that's why it's like that. Right, let's head over to the other side. There's miles and miles of mined land over here. I think we're just going to go out to the edge where we can get stuff nice and easy now. Oh, look at all those chests. I think surely they wouldn't be full, so we'll just leave them behind. Empty? Yeah, they're all going to be empty, aren't they? This is the desert that Cub destroyed, I believe. Is space for the derp counter, or do you use it for jump? Space is for the derp counter. I've got 2 keyboards, so it's both in a way. I can't deal with this. I don't like the way people just leave some of the sand behind. It drives me mad. Oh, I'll be forever doomed to pick this up the slow way, I guess. My shovel's also getting a bit wrecked. Just a little bit wrecked. Not a crazy amount wrecked, but some wreckage. Oh, people are saying it's Mumbo's. Okay, apparently Mumbo did this part here. Gotcha. Let's put some sand away. Based on what we did so far, we used 6 stacks of glass. We need to probably do that in the other 3 corners, and then let's say those like sections between in the middle section take up the same amount. So let's say 7 times 6. Is that 6 times 6 is 36, isn't it? So 42. We probably need 42 stacks of glass. Wow. Yeah, we probably need 42 stacks of glass. That's kind of mental. That's kind of crazy mental. Look at this, there's loads of it. Loads of it. I'm going to go to where it's deeper, I think. More time efficient now. Is this vanilla, says Honky Khan. Yes, this is a vanilla server. Hey X, U2 is actually the Gibson Explorer, not the Ibanez, but they are very similar. I have an Epiphone Explorer, is the one I've got. Yeah, the Explorer is the body type, so they're all probably very similar. Weird Grim says, Asuma, what do you think about the new block textures that they're releasing? I like them. I answered that question a moment ago. I'm kind of looking forward to playing with them, although what I might do is keep like the old textures in the area that I'm playing in now, and when we do new projects I'll go and play with the new textures. Right, there's quite a bit of it here, isn't there? Look at this. Someone's missed out on lots of sand. Very nice. X, which block do you think needs a new texture in 1.13? Diorite! This ugly stuff. I wonder if Iscal's been out here. I'm surprised he hasn't mined the stuff and burnt it. In fact, there's probably patches of it missing here and there. New textures, says Birdie. Yep, Minecraft's going to have all of its textures overhauled, changed and updated, which is kind of crazy. It's probably a good move in some respects. Like, the game's old. You know, it's only going to make it look a little newer and interesting, isn't it? Right, let's start here, mine in a line, go down like that, down and across. I feel bad for the Minecraft graphic designers, says Guesty. Why would you feel bad for them? I think they're looking forward to doing it. I think they even hired someone to help as well. Thanks. Tells Tango to sleep. They must be streaming together or something. Actually, I'm going to say thanks. I don't know what Tango will feel about that. It's a bit obvious now. A bit obvious, I think. The joke's a bit obvious now. Oh, sorry, typing in chat. Forgetting we're streaming. Apparently they're not streaming, says Bugman. Ah, they might be recording a video together then. More collabs. Collabs! Everyone wants collabs. Please collab with this YouTuber. Please collab with that YouTuber. Do nothing but collaborate. Stop, listen and collaborate. What's that from? That's a thing. Sure that's a thing. All the sand will be mine. X the troll, says Cuplex. You know I'm a troll. You've been watching for some time. You know I'm a troll. It's what I do. It's what I do. I like to troll. X, throw out the one grass block. It's driving me bananas. Oh yeah, okay, let's throw it out. Oh, and there we go. Oh, creeper! Oh, jeez! Oh, jeez! Oh no, panic! Panic, panic, panic! Panic, 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 panic! Get out of here! I don't know, I'm being silly now, peeps. Leave me alone. Hey X, any plans for an end base? No. No, I could have burnt myself last time. I really wanted to do a big project over there. And then I kind of rushed it and didn't do it right. And it was a bit of a mess. I really love that idea though. Building a base in the void in the end. We set up like the perfect environment for it. And you think about it, Season 4, my base was just the communal area base. Which I really liked. And I like that we're playing different this season. I like that we change it up season to season, you know. X, that was a great Mumbo impression. He acts just like that when he sees a creeper. Oh, I guess, yeah, some people are very panicky. The thing with creepers is, like, you got to know their behaviour. All you got to do is either break the line of sight or hit them and move away from them as fast as you can. They're kind of designed so if you don't move away as fast as you can, they'll blow up. But if you continuously move away from them, you will be okay and they won't blow up. You know? Mokadilla says, collar with Mumbo. What does that mean? Collar with Mumbo? Jeez. I thought people wanted me to collab. Now they want me to collar. I do not know what that means. Attached at the neck? That's kind of weird. We got a ghosty block. Oh, and it reappeared. Well, there's the right clicking for you. Person who mentioned that earlier. Thank you. Thank you. Really enjoyed the community aspect of Season 4. I miss it, but it's a good trade-off for the new Hermit, says Slingo the Cat. There'll be community stuff coming back again soon. I think our underground dig is probably way too ambitious for something to do straight away. But Scar's cracking on with it, and you'll see all the Hermits come together real soon, I'm sure. Let's fill that shulker sucker up. Bam! We've got a noise in the ear from Bugman CX, who has done a donation, put a noise in the ear and said, X, which one-player sleeping system are you using on HC server? Ours causes thunderstorms and I want one that works. Causes thunderstorms? Well, if you've used my system from my video, then it, like causing thunderstorms, that shouldn't be a thing. If you use someone else's system and you're getting that, just need to look at the weather command and see how the weather part of the system works and maybe change it or like remove it. On here, I had to remove the weather thing, I think. So it rains a lot, is what I've been told. I don't know. Yeah, the weather in Minecraft's been bugged out for the longest time. It's supposed to like have a random interval, but if you use commands, it will set the next change to 5 minutes, so it rains every 5 minutes. Like, is the problem? You sleep, then it will rain 5 minutes later. That's why the Minecraft server, that's why it always rained, because they didn't have any command block stuff or anything, so the vanilla game bug just, you know, meant it would continuously rain after 5 minutes. Any advice on how to keep a survival world that's fun and enjoyable for a sustained period of time? I think if you're playing alone, you really got to focus on your own motivation to play. Maybe, you know, make a list of projects as you go along. Every time you get inspired, write it down and keep yourself following that inspiration. I mean, the way I play on Hermitcraft, I've got loads of people around you inspiring all the time. I've got an audience. It's probably a little bit easier than it is for the average player to keep inspired, because I've got a lot of reasons to be inspired when I play. But really, it's about, like, for me, it's about managing what you want to do, you know? Don't think you're going to wake up every day and be like, oh, I've got this amazing idea, let's go do this. Like, write down the ideas. On the days where you don't have those ideas, you've got them in a list, you know? You can keep plugging away at them. X, if people ask you about Hermitcraft-like servers, what do you say? I always say make your own. Like, don't try and get on Hermitcraft, try and make your own Hermitcraft. Make your own experiences. You might become the next Hermitcraft, you know? Mokadilla, thank you for the lovely message, buddy. The squid farm I did with Ren didn't work because we did it the way Ren wanted to do it. I tried to show him a different way to do it, and he didn't want to do it that way, so that's why it didn't work. I did kind of explain that to him. I also showed him a way that he could make it faster, but I don't know if he did that or not. The Doc Potter says, X has answered 3 of my questions this stream. I feel very happy. Answered 3? I've clearly answered 4. Okay, who's counting? Jeez, no, I'm joking. Anyway, that wasn't a question, so I was wrong. I was wrong anyway. X, remember your dream about you in Doom suit swimming in a lake? Oh, now that you said it, I'm like, vaguely, very vaguely. You'll have to give me more details. You have to spark my memory. I have a lot of dreams. One day I'd like to keep a dream journal. That'll be when I'm older, though. I think it'd be fascinating to do. Do you own Nintendo Switch? Says Camellia Gamer. I do not. I have no interest in one, really. No interest in getting a Switch. Booster says, was it a wet dream? Well, it was in a lake, but we'll leave it at that. Dr. Dumpling says, hey, Asuma, Mumbo Jumbo counts his vlog spoons as spoons on Hermitcraft. Is that really fair? I don't think he does, because he doesn't count any of his spoons yet. I need to prank him and tell him to press the button, because apparently he's not been doing it. Is what I've been told. Right, let's get that line moving. Let's keep this going across. Gonna mine out this big chunk right here. The music is so calm and spooky, says Mia Mango. I agree. And I like it. I like it like that. We're not picking up the sand anymore, are we? Jeez, I filled one in. Well, let's do another. This song is especially creepy though. I love the atmosphere. I think I like Anti-Future more now that I've really grown to like Songs of Scars. Scars of Songs. Oh, I forget what way around it is. Watch your shovel, someone in chat saying. We'll get loads of messages about that now. Just you watch. Your shovel is going to sea. I think you mean die. I'm guessing. Yeah, the shovel will be alright. Don't worry about the shovel, peeps. Shovel's good. Shovel's just like an elytra, right? It doesn't actually break. Bam! We got a noise in me. I'll get to that in a second. I'm sort of stalking my eye on the shovel, just making sure it don't break, you know. Find the floating cactus, says Tree. I don't think there was one. Oh, or is there somewhere... No, I don't think there's a floating cactus here. What's that texture pack, says Drumbox? Vanilla Tweaks. Go to asumavoid.com/vanilla tweaks. Well, actually, just go to asumavoid.com. I think /vanilla tweaks work, but it's on the menu. You can pick what elements of the pack you want. Like, if you want these tools, you can do that. You can select them, and then you'll have them in your resource pack when you download it. If you don't want them, you can choose other stuff. You know, include what you want. That's the general idea. There we go. Get rid of all that sand, I tell ya. See you later, alligator. Alright. That's the whole little chunk there done. Except for that block. And I think we're good. Suma, do you have a plug-in that doesn't let your items break, but you can't use them anymore? Well, if you're on Spigot, I'm sure there's a plug-in for that, but I don't have a vanilla trick for that. You could certainly make one with command blocks, I reckon. I'll just put that in there, put this in here, take that. Sweet, very good. So, we've got a new subscriber, it's Lethal JTex. Thank you for subscribing to the channel, man, appreciate that ever so much. Peeps, we've got 1,350 people watching, thank you everyone tuning in. Be sure to hit that follow button if you haven't done so already. I stream here every other day. But speaking of streaming here every other day, my next stream is Sunday morning, yes. Sunday morning is when we next stream. Peeps, that's going to be it from me this stream. I really do hope you have enjoyed it. I had a good time. And a thank you to everyone who has subscribed, resubscribed, donated and cheered. And all you people in chat, I thank you for coming by. That's all we're going to be doing for today though. We are, however, as always, going to be doing a raid. If you'd like to be a part of the raids, then stick around. Let's see who we can find. Find someone playing Minecraft and send you over there. So none of the peeps I usually raid are doing Minecraft. Let's go look in the Minecraft channel. Going to send you to somewhere random, so I don't know where you're going, if they speak English or not. Hopefully it will be family friendly. If you don't like it, you can always tune out. But the idea is just to support someone in the community. Community survival world, maybe that one. Playing with viewers, live, stream hype. This person has a beard, so I'll send you there. Beard bias. Okay. Yeah, it looks like someone's playing on Hypixel. That's it from me. I'm going to send you over to the Beard Forest. And thanks for watching this stream. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.